Hello friends, welcome to my channel Eccentric Learning. Many videos on various quantitative aptitude topics like time speed distance, cyclicity, remainders, indices and surds, etc. has already been uploaded. I hope you guys are going through that. If not, some of the videos link has been given in the description box. Please go through it. Also, if you like my videos, then do subscribe my channel and also share with your friends. Today, we are going to start a new topic, quadratic equation, where we will be seeing what is a quadratic equation and how we can find the roots of a quadratic equation by using the factorization method and the formula method. So let us start with today's video. Any expression which is of the form of ax square plus bx plus c is called as a quadratic expression where a, b, c are some constants and a is not equal to 0. Why? Because if a is equal to 0, in that case, this ax square part would be 0. So we'll be left with only bx plus c, which is a linear form, not a quadratic form. So in that case, it would become a linear expression instead of a quadratic expression. This constant a, that is the coefficient of x square, is also called as the leading coefficient. Now, when this quadratic expression ax square plus bx plus c is equated to 0, then this becomes a quadratic equation. The highest power of the variable x here is 2, so there can be at max 2 values of x for which this equation would be equal to 0. Those 2 values of x are called as the roots of the quadratic equation. Now, there are 2 ways by which we can find the roots of any quadratic equation. The first is the factorization method, and the second one is the formula method. First, let us see how we can find the roots of any quadratic equation simply by using the factorization method. Say, for example, I have this quadratic equation x square plus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. Here, the leading coefficient is 1, the coefficient of x is 3, and the constant term is 2. So, in case of factorization method, what we need to do is, we need to take the constant term and we need to multiply it with the leading coefficient. So, in this case, the product would be 1 into 2, that is 2. And the factors of 2 are 1 and 2. Now, using the sign of this constant term, which is plus in this case, I need to make this 3, that is the coefficient of x. And we can do that simply by adding the factors of 2, that is 1 plus 2, which will give us 3. So this can be written as x square plus 1 plus 2 times of x plus 2 equals to 0. Now again, this can be broken down as x square plus 1 times of x would be x plus 2 times of x would be 2x plus 2 would be equal to 0. So from here, we can take x common. So this would be x plus 1 plus from 2x plus 2, I can take 2 common. So this would be x plus 1 again equals to 0. Now again, I can take x plus 1 common. So I'll be left with x plus 2 and this would be equal to 0. So here I have 2 factors, x plus 1 and x plus 2. So either x plus 1 would be equal to 0, from which we'll be getting the value of x to be minus 1, or x plus 2 would be equal to 0, from which we'll be getting x equals to minus 2. So using factorization method, the 2 roots of this equation would be simply minus 1 and minus 2. We can also find the roots simply by using the formula method. The standard form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So using the formula method, the roots of the quadratic equation is given by simply x equals to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This b square minus 4ac is called as the discriminant, and generally we denote it by capital D. So the 2 roots of the quadratic equation can be simply find out by using this formula. So for this quadratic equation, the value of the leading coefficient A is 1. The coefficient of x, b would be 3 and the constant term would be 2. So if I simply use the values of a, b, c in this formula, the roots would be x equals to minus 3 plus minus b square minus 4ac, that is 3 square, which would be 9, minus 4 times of 1 times of 2, that would be 8, upon 2a, that is 2 into 1, which would be 2. So this would be minus 3 plus minus under root of 9 minus 8 would give us under root of 1, that is 1 upon 2. So the first root would be minus 3 plus 1 upon 2, and the other root would be minus 3 minus 1 upon 2, which would be minus 3 plus 1 upon 2, that is minus 2 upon 2, that would be minus 1, and the other root would be minus 3 minus 1 upon 2, that is minus 4 by 2, which would be minus 2. And we can see that we are getting the same roots which we have got by using the factorization method. So either we can use the factorization method or the formula method to find the roots for such kind of quadratic equation. But for some quadratic equation, we won't be able to split the middle term, because of which we won't be able to get the factors. So for such kind of quadratic equation, we won't be able to use the factorization method. So we can only use this formula to find the roots for those quadratic equations. Now let us take one more example to find the roots of the quadratic equation by using the factorization method and also by using the formula. So here the equation is 2x square plus 5x minus 12. So the leading coefficient here is 2, the coefficient of x is 5, and the constant term is minus 12. First, let us use the factorization method to find the roots of this quadratic equation. So here the leading coefficient is 2 and the magnitude of the constant term is 12. So the product of 2 and 12 is 24, and the sign of this constant term is negative. So using this negative sign and by taking the factors of 24, we need to make this 5. We know 24 has factors 3 and 8, and 8 minus 3 will give us 5. So let us write this quadratic equation as 2x square plus 8 minus 3 x minus 12 equals to 0. So again, if you break this up, this would be 2x square plus 8x minus 3x minus 12 equals to 0. So from the first two terms, I can take 2x common, so I'd be left with x plus 4. And from third and fourth term, I can take minus 3 common, and I'd be left with again x plus 4, and this would be equal to 0. Again, I can take x plus 4 common, and I'd be left with 2x minus 3 equals to 0. So either x plus 4 would be 0, which would give us x equals to minus 4, or 2x minus 3 would be equal to 0, which will give us x equals to 3 by 2. So the two roots of this quadratic equation would be minus 4 and 3 by 2. Now let us use the formula to find the roots of the same quadratic equation. So here the leading coefficient is 2, the coefficient of x, that is b, is 5, and the constant term c is minus 12. So if we simply use the values in this formula, in that case the roots would be x equals to minus 5 plus minus b squared, that would be 25, minus 4 times of a times of c, that is 4 times of 2 times of minus 12 upon 2a, that is 2 times of 2. So this would be minus 5 plus minus 25, and this minus minus would be plus, and 4 2s are 8, and 12 times of 8 will give us 96 upon 4. So this would be minus 5 plus minus 25 plus 96 would be giving us 121, and this is divided by 4. So this would be minus 5 plus minus under root of 121 would be 11 upon 4. So this would be minus 5 plus 11 upon 4. So that would be 6 by 4, which would be 3 by 2. And minus 5 minus 11 upon 4, that is minus 16 by 4, which would be minus 4. So we can see by using the formula also, we are getting the same roots as 3/2 and -4. So for such kind of quadratic equation, either we can use the factorization method or we can use the formula to find the roots of the quadratic equation. So that's it for today's video, in which we have seen what is a quadratic equation and how we can find the roots of a quadratic equation by using the factorization method and also by using the formula. In the next video, we'll be seeing the sum and product of the roots of a quadratic equation, and also we'll be seeing the nature of the roots of a quadratic equation. I hope you have learned something in today's video, but if you have any confusion, you can watch the video again, and still if you have any doubts, you can put it in the comment box. I will try to answer each one of your queries. So if you like my videos, then do subscribe my channel and also share with your friends. I'll see you all in my next video. Till then, keep learning, keep sharing, and keep growing. Thank you.